It's a race day, and here we are! Welcome to race 2 of 2023 Formula Ball season! Italian hills are full of people ready to watch the second battle of the season after an opening race full of surprises. Here the pit lane with teams at work on the last settings on the balls after the intensive qualifying session of yesterday. As always, a good strategy and a bit of luck will be needed for the race, trying to avoid going off the track and fatal contacts in the group to stay in the top positions and fight for the win. Carlos Sainz, winner of our opening GP right here in Italy, and first leader of the championship for the happiness of Ferrari's fans ready to support the balls in red in this second home race too. The championship standings after the first GP with Carlos Sainz on the top, then Lando Norris and the grid third position for Logan Sargent, immediately in pole position and then on the podium at his first race in Formula Ball. The starting straight with the colors of the Italian flag on the sides, and here the pre-race interview for Gunther Steiner with our official Formula Ball TV. But now it's time to see who's the ball in pole of this second race. And this Valtteri Bottas on Alfa Romeo. Another great performance for the ball number 77 after the unlucky opening race when he went out while he was leading. Best time for him and additional point in the championship. The final standings of yesterday's qualifying session with a very good second position for Yuki Tsunoda on AlphaTauri. Another amazing qualifying for Williams for the second time in top 10 with both balls, confirming the very good work done during the winter by the team. Second part of the group for the two Ferrari, not so fast in this weekend as in the opening one, and for the two Red Bull, but in this case with an improvement compared to the first race. Fans are taking position along the circuit, but now it's time to make the classic tour of the track before the start. Don't forget to subscribe the channel, like the video and follow Formula Ball on Instagram too. I wanna thank you all for all your comments and messages, so keep sharing our videos with your friends cause our balls need more and more fans. From this race, you can also vote your ball of the day in our community section of the channel, choosing a ball among those selected. So after the race, don't forget to vote. And finally, the anticipation for next appointments, with the formalization that after this second race in Italy will be Austria to host race 3 and race 4. Few minutes and we'll discover who will be the first one to cross the finish line and to win this second GP of the season. Final cleaning and check of the track for our marshals. Here our yellow safety ball ready in the pit lane, and just behind there's our race director who's waiting the final communication to open the grid. Our medical ball and doctors are ready in the back of the starting straight. And here the green flag, the track is ready and the grid is now officially open. Mechanics are going to the pit wall for the start, cause balls are taking position on the grid. It's all ready, few seconds and we'll be race. So let's take a final look at the graphics of this Italian GP's starting grid. Pole position for Valtteri Bottas with Yuki Tsunoda in second place to complete the first row, then Magnussen and Sargent. Eyes on Russell and De Vries in third row, but both very fast during this weekend. A start in the second part of the group for many big like Alonso, Norris, Hamilton, Verstappen and the two Ferrari in their own GP. But we know, in a Formula Ball race, anything can happen. So let's see how we land, cause now it's time to race! And away we go! Oh, troubles at the start for the ass of Nico Hülkenberg, and his race already ends on the grid. Battle in the group for the top positions with Yuki Tsunoda leading the race and trying to take a little gap on the balls behind. Second place for Lando Norris, then Alex Albon, Valtteri Bottas and Lance Stroll in the top 5. Battle in the middle of the group to enter in the points zone with the two Ferrari in troubles in the back. Now we go down through the middle sector with the Alpha Tauri of Yuki Tsunoda still in first position, then Alex Albon, Valtteri Bottas, Lando Norris and Lance Stroll. But here comes the two Mercedes. Many overtakes in the group. Oh, contact between Stroll and Hamilton and the British ball is out. And Yuki Tsunoda is incredibly out too before the bridge. Another contact between Mercedes and again Stroll, and Russell is out too. What an incredible end of race. Final sector with now Valtteri Bottas in first position, then Albon, Stroll and Magnussen. Final corner for the Alfa Romeo. And he goes to win this incredible Italian GP! Second position for Alex Albon on Williams, third for Lance Stroll on Aston Martin after an amazing comeback!
Yes, Valtteri, you're the man. Well done.
Yes! Mr. Finicus, thank you.
The final standings of this Italian GP with the lucky win of Valtteri Bottas, then the second podium in a row for Williams' team, this time with Alex Albon, and third place with an incredible comeback for Lance Stroll. 10th position decided at the photo finish with Fernando Alonso just 1 cent ahead of Nick De Vries. 13 ball on the finish line, DNF for all the others, with an extremely unlucky race for both Mercedes. Here are the 3 balls on the podium of this second race in Italy. And the graphics of the points zone with Valtteri Bottas, who takes also the additional point for the pole position, and 10 very important points for the championship for Lando Norris after a very good comeback. And now the balls out of the race. Troubles at the Powerball unit for Nico Hülkenberg. His Haas doesn't start and this race already ends on the grid. Zhou Guanyu on Alfa Romeo is out in the barrier at the end of the straight in the middle sector, after a contact in the back of the group. 3 balls out in the sand in the same point. Lewis Hamilton on Mercedes, Pierre Gasly on Alpine and Charles Leclerc on Ferrari. Another unlucky race for the British ball out after a contact with Lance Stroll, as we can see in the replay. Then come Leclerc and Gasly climbing over the curb for the high speed. Here the other Mercedes of George Russell, out in the sand in the S before the long bridge. Again a contact, and again with Lance Stroll, and the race of the ball number 63 sadly ends while he was fighting for a good podium. But back there, it went even worse to Yuki Tsunoda, out in the sand in the opposite side of the S, while he was quietly leading the race. He comes with a nice speed in the S, climbing over the curb on the right, and ending there his unlucky race. The race winner, Valtteri Bottas and the Alfa Romeo team with the trophy of this second GP. And now the championship standings with the first 4 balls in 5 points. Lando Norris is the new leader with 28 points, then Valtteri Bottas, Carlos Sainz and Logan Sargent. In the back, 4 balls still with no points. Unlucky start of season for Lewis Hamilton, for the 2 AlphaTauri of Yuki Tsunoda and Nick De Vries, and for Zhou Guanyu. In the team championship, Williams jumps at the top with 42 points, 2 more than McLaren. Third position for Ferrari with 29. AlphaTauri sadly still at 0. That's all from Italy. Thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe the channel, like the video and follow Formula Ball on Instagram too. See you soon for next races in Austria.